Okay, this is my GoPro case, and what's unique about this is a Pelican case through which you can close the lid and charge the whole system while the lid is closed. So you charge the battery pack and the GoPro batteries at the same time. That's what's really unique about this. And this photo here shows on the very lower right how it just plugs right through the case so that you can take it on the go and know that it's charged. So I've realized that an important part of taking GoPro footage for me is having it organized. And I've put some thought into it, and I've come up with, I think, I haven't field tested it yet, but it makes me excited. It makes me want to use the cameras, which I think is another important step. You know, how it's organized makes me think like, okay, let's put this together. Because previously I'd had this all actually in the box that the GoPro came in, and actually it fit everything, and it was great, and it was cheap, and it didn't look like something someone wanted to steal. But this, someone would look at this and say, oh, this is definitely something I want to steal. And my boys actually said, well, it looks a gun case pop. And I was like, well, yeah, but you know, we're going to use it for cameras. So what we have here is we have it's the lighter version of the Pelican. It's their this one, the 1470. And it's the briefcase size. And the reason I got this as opposed to the others is because when you open it, it has these two-stage buckles. Open it like this, and then you gotta push down or whatever. It gives this nice presentation. And it has a very stiff hinge. So you gotta open it like that. Oh, let's see here, it's reorganized. And so you see you've got everything here, and for me, it's very come hither. And, you know, I just don't need a deep Pelican case for the GoPros. So here's an 8, here's a 7, here's a headlamp in case it's dark. Here's a wall charger, in addition to, I think, yeah, this one's got the car charger. And then here is another car charger, because I like these cigarette styles, or cigarette lighter styles. And then this is kind of the piece of resistance, as they say. Yes, I know, it's purposely butchered. These are the chargers for the GoPro batteries, because I go through more batteries than storage. The cameras are currently set up for 64 gigabytes, which gives me like an hour plus at 4K, even though I've been playing around with not doing 4K. Oh, and by the way, here's the, well, we'll get into that later. Anyway, so back to power management. So I wanted this case to be set up so that I could charge it on the road and not think about, you know, I can clear the memory, but are the batteries charged, and are they charged on site? And so I got these chargers from Amazon, and they seem to be really good. These are the Smile Poo. Let's see if I can get that Smile Poo. And to answer a question about heat, when they're in the foam, they don't overheat, which is nice. I've tested this for a few days now. But the cool part is I got this Jackery small battery like this. This is one of those standard, you know, USB. Those are two standard USB ports, and this is a USB-C here, and it has a little battery light on it too, indicator light, and then also a light for illumination. But watch the magic. So this is all charged up. So watch. Okay, you see it light up. Okay, then but check this out. Oh, it's charging the batteries now. Is that sexy or what? And you can see the icons moving. Now, the batteries are fully charged, and that last little blinking light just means that it hasn't figured out that it's fully charged yet. So when the battery is actually depleted, you'll see 0 or 1 or 2 bars, and that means the battery is definitely depleted. This is just refreshing. This has been sitting for 2 days like this, so I know that you know, the system has to figure it out. So anyway, so I pull these out, throw them in the camera, throw them back, and then I can push the charge button, and then close the case, and it's all self-contained and charged. Now, with this Jackery, I get about 2.5 cycles, meaning I can charge these batteries from dead to full about twice with this as it is. Now, that's not a big deal, but it's nice. So in other words, when I have all these charged and I'm heading out of the house and this is fully charged, you know, I've got a lot of shooting time. Excuse my iPhone camera. So, but the other cool part is, okay, so this goes to one of the chargers. This goes to the other charger. This, however, is the power supply for the Jackery. Now, check this part. This is where it gets fun. I tunneled a hole under the foam, right? Under the foam. I keep extra stuff in there, extra cables and stuff, but check this out. See, this is where the magic happens. See, this is a USB port, male or female to female. So in other words, you plug this one in like this, plug it in there, and it allows it, I drilled this hole out, right? See there? So I can plug this in with a USB power port, charge the battery, and charge these batteries. So it does through charging, and it doesn't heat up. I was concerned that you would get heat on the cables or heat in the unit, but no. It gets a little warm, but nothing, I mean, it barely even gets above you know, the warm temperature that you can even determine with your fingers. You can hardly tell. And these chargers down here, they get just very slightly warm at the bottom. I thought for sure the voltages would heat it up, where it would be, you know, I would be concerned of fire or burning the circuits out when the lid is closed and it's out in, you know, 100-degree weather here in Phoenix. But no, not the issue. So the fun part of this is that now I can be, okay, I gotta go somewhere. And I close the case, boom, like this, excuse my camera skills here, or lack thereof, boom. And I'm like, oh, hey, I wanna charge this before I go. So then I just come over to the wall charger, right here, and I just plug it in by USB. And you can also plug it in the car, you see, while you're en route. So if it's not absolutely charged up as you head out the door, you can just plug your car charger in it, which is self-contained in there, and you're good to go. So anyway, so this I'm really excited about this. This is just very nice. It's only just a couple pounds or a few pounds, I don't know. It's very nice. It's very nice. The only downside, and it's so slippery on any hard surface. I'm thinking about putting, I don't know, something on there. So it's just because it's a liability. Like, you could not put this on the hood of your car because it would just slide off. Of course, it'd be well protected and dust proof, but you know, there you go. Oh, and the other issue is it was waterproof until, you know, I put the hole in there. There's a little rubber gasket on this. I should do an inset of this. And these are, let's see here. This is the compression, this is the pressure leveling, I don't know, what do you do, decompression port for the Pelican. So there's a, this is the locking ring for this jack. It also holds the cap, which is a screw-on. And there's a rubber gasket on the underside there, so that you essentially screw it in. It is as you would expect, and it works great. I did not even a fancy hole, just a 1-inch bit, pretty jagged, frankly, and it looks great. So here we go. So for those who care to know, there we go. So let's get an inset of that. So there we go. So it has a ring on the inside, and there's a rubber gasket that applies right. I think it's between the USB port and the wall of the Pelican. Really easy. The Pelican case, I actually did it. I actually drilled it inside the house. It wasn't so bad. Anyway, so here's the power case, and people are like, oh, well, where's all the mounts and such? Well, I decided to keep it modular. So this is the stuff I absolutely want to keep clean and out of the weather, dust and heat, etc. And then here is my old power sander box, and it's just I repurposed it for keeping all the stuff that, you know, just all the mounts and the stuff and all this extra, because these things are metal and well protected, and they can rub into, bounce into each other, and it doesn't matter. It's not going to damage it. It's not like a critical storage issue. And I just use kitchen towels to hold that in place so it doesn't jiggle too much. And the best part of this is only a contractor would want to steal that, you know. Only someone says, well, I want to steal that $30 sander or whatever it was. So here's my little kit. So I've got the clean and the not so clean but organized, and brutal. So I can toss this one and throw it, whatever, because I know it's not critical. And I can toss this one and throw it if I need to, God forbid. Anyway, so this is my little kit. I'm really proud of it. And I think it will be helpful for someone else who has similar questions about how to organize the GoPro stuff. So here we go. I've been playing, I've been obsessing with it. I've been showing the kids the different modifications I've been doing. So again, if you lift the lid, see it wants to pull up. So I gotta like elbow it. Okay, so, and then there we go. So there's my charging GoPro case. Yay! Oh, and my headlamp. Just in case. And then, oh, the other thing is, these foam cases have this pre-perfed foam. See, like that. And it's really cool. You can just kind of pull it apart and shove stuff in there. So with this 8, because the case for the battery lid comes off pretty easily, I just shoved it right here. So in other words, when I pick this up, I know I need to put in memory and or battery. And this one I don't have that problem with, but I'm assuming I will know it needs battery because it won't fire up, and I'll have the batteries here. So, and I have extra batteries here just in case. Anyway, this is very cool. And you know why it's cool? Because I said so. All right, take care. Push the wrong button. Anyway, here we go, open. So the port is right here. So I'm gonna get my cigarette lighter thingy. I put it in the old cigarette lighter hole. Chink, chink, chink. And I'm gonna dig in here for one of my cables. I'll use the long one, just in case. Here we go. The long one, pull this out. Pull this out. Okay, I'm gonna put this in here. Let's see, like this. These USBs, it's always which side is up, which side is down. Okay, like that. Okay, we're in. And then you gotta unscrew this thing. I wanted a pop cap, but at least there's some, you know, certainty to the screw offs. All right, so I got the USB up the wrong way. Let's do like this. Okay, and like, excuse me. Okay, so, and this truck doesn't have the always on USB or cigarette lighter, so I gotta turn the ignition on. Okay, so there we go. You can hear that. Okay, and then you see the lights. Let me raise up the window so we don't have so much glare. Okay, so now my battery is charging, and then these guys are also charging down here. Now, as I mentioned before, that this is essentially a full charge. When you see them flashing like this just means it hasn't figured out that the batteries are full. But this is kind of cool in that I can now close the case. Chink, chink, chink. Close the case, lock her up so nothing gets thrown around. And now I'm powering up. I'll just throw it down there. And I think the only real deficit is this kind of takes up like 4 inches of room here. But we work with what we have. And that's just how I'm going to charge it on the road. So anyway, take care. All right, in my efforts to make this as I don't know, inclusive as possible, I got out of my truck here at the site and got the old truck. This is a beautiful place up in the Mogollon Rim, and I wanted to talk about the case. So I set up my little headquarters, and I haven't done anything with this, and I unplugged the case during the drive because I'm pretty sure it charged up, and so I just unplugged it, plugged the cap, and then let's go like this, and then like this, and like all my field office here, and let's see how this works. Okay, and then I could use my elbow. Okay, here we go. Okay, so cameras are in place. All right, let's see where we are. We got 1, 2, 3 bars, and we got, ooh, look at that, full power. It's probably hard to see. Full power there. Very nice. So in other words, I'm kitted and ready to go. The irony is that I usually go to my favorite spot, which is actually just a few hundred yards away, but there was a photographer over there. I don't know if you can see, let's see, over there. See that bluff? You probably see his truck over there, nice fellow, but he's up here trying to get some storms on some lightning storms. Anyway, his truck is right. Shoot, I can't see it. Hang on a second. That's right. It's right over there. Well, it's over there somewhere. Hang on. Oh, there it is. Okay, right there. You can see. That is a Tacoma. Right there. Right there, Tacoma. Anyway, so he's hoping to get some lightning strikes from these clouds, and they come across the vista where you see the air masses will fight for control here. And in the right circumstances, this could be quite dramatic. If we see something, I'll try and record it. But this is one of my favorite spots, and this is why I like to have the camera equipment all prepared, because when you're here, it's so gorgeous, and you want to be here and record it as it is. So, not too shabby, huh? Not too shabby. And being Arizona, I like to park the things in the shade. All right.